Hello, welcome to Six Flags Magic Mountain, home of the Viper. Today we're going to be reviewing the Aerodynamic 7-loop ride, Viper. Okay, so the first thing about Viper is, this is an aerodynamics coaster. We all know that aerodynamics will kick your butt. They're very painful at times. This one is one of them that is withstood okay. It does get violent at some points, but if you want a great ride, just go for the front row. That's just my tip. Front row is pretty much the only place I've ever ridden it. And another tip is always keep your head forward, especially if your head does not go above those restraints. But besides that, the ride is fun, it's fast, it's tall, and it's really just exhilarating because you go upside down 7 times. Unlike Scream, you do this one with some crazy stuff. Yeah, interlocks and corkscrews are cool, but 2 after a row, 40 feet tall, that's awesome. This is also one of the world's tallest looping coasters. It was when it first opened, and still one of my favorite rides. Surprisingly not. This ride's 6 next to X2. It's 188 feet tall. It's about 70 miles an hour, I think. No, 72 miles an hour. 7 loops, two full loops, 1 bat wing or bow tie, and 2 40-foot corkscrews. Every one of these elements is crazy. Those loops put a ton of G-force that you can just feel. That bat wing just hangs you there, and those corkscrews sound like there's coins rattling around you, which really adds to the exhilarating moment. And another thing about this ride is its braking system is this weird because it has a car jack type of item to keep you moving, and its lift hill sounds like a bucket of bolts. It really is an awesome aerodynamics coaster. It's not as good as X2, but it's definitely one of my top 5. Most people hate this ride, but you just gotta learn to love it because life is full of pain. Like, we have Obama as the president. Viper would be a better president than Obama. So, okay. So, yeah, this review might come a little short just because I have school and such, and I'm almost out of pictures. But, now we're going to talk about loading. The loading is pretty well, especially when there's not very much line. The cool thing about this ride being very underrated is there's never a line. The bad thing is it could be removed. This is the only Aero classic coaster I've ever ridden with that type of track. I've ridden I've ridden all 4 Aeros at Magic Mountain. Those are the only Aero coasters I've ever ridden. They might not have been. It might have been and might not have been. I'm not sure of Big Thunder Mountain or anything is an Aero. No, I've ridden Matterhorn bobsleds. That one's an Aero coaster. But I love Aerodynamics. They're probably my favorite company. Either that or the one coaster company that I think no one has ever heard of, known as International Amusement Devices. These guys are probably pretty famous by building Montaña Rosa in Mexico, the only wooden coaster in Mexico, and the Colossus, which is the world's longest hybrid. So yeah, I think they did a couple other rides, but oh well. But Aerodynamics is my favorite. They're the most innovative of their time, and they made X. Yeah, so this is all for now, and if I could give this ride an overall score, I would give it about an 8.5. Thank you guys. Sorry, this is going to be pretty short, I think, but yeah, see you later.